What's up, guys? Zeus here, back with another video, and in today's video we're actually going to be looking at some new test server buffs and nerfs that have come through. Now, it's not going to be much. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter video, I say, if I'm not a D1 yapper. I've already seen some. I already know about Novelist, so I'll talk more about him at the end of the video. So we're going to go over the other characters that receive some buffs and or nerfs. So with that being said, let's go right on to the blue app and let's see what they are. All right, here we are now. We're finally on Twitter. We're gonna see these buffs and nerfs, and judge from the first one. The first one looks like Goatman actually. So shout out to IdentityV Clue. Very credible, very well-known source. So let's go. Goatman adjustments, and I'm gonna just like move my mouse. I guess like I'll just put it away so that way it doesn't bother. Yeah. Goatman adjustments. The amount of resentment required to create another cage within 3 seconds after creating one has been increased from 14 points to 19 points. So it takes 19 energy now to make a cage within a cage. So, you know, when you're double caging, now you're going to need like, what is it? You're going to need now like 30. You're going to need 30. You're going to practically need 40 energy to double cage, which, my opinion, is good. That's fine. That's actually that actually does matter. That actually does matter for, you know, managing your energy when it comes to playing Goatman. That is good. Second one, duration of the cages has been reduced from 10 seconds to 9 seconds. Okay, that's like that's good. You know, one less second. Still negligible. If they made it that the cage only lasts like 7 seconds, then that would be something. Because that's actually very detrimental. Let me just silence my phone so that way then you guys don't hear my messages. These nerfs actually might hurt him. Not that much. They're not gonna hurt him that much, but they actually will probably hurt him just a tad bit. All right, next up we got Hullabaloo. Hullabaloo adjustment. Survivors will only receive corresponding debuffs 0.3 seconds after stepping onto different stage areas. Wait, what? Will receive. Isn't that how it works? Corresponding debuffs 0.3 of a second after stepping onto. Wait, so does that mean that if I'm in red, I'm not going to receive the red debuff unless I step into like a white stage or a black stage? Is that what that means? I mean, it's still like, is that what that means? Wait, is that if that's what that means, that's actually gonna hurt him a lot. Maybe I can't read, but it says will receive corresponding debuffs 0.3 of a second after stepping onto different stage areas. So I'm reading this as you're on red, you're only gonna receive the red debuff 0.3 of a second later after you step onto a different stage area. So if you're on red and then you move to black, then that's when you'll get red. If you're on black and you move to white, then that's when you'll get black. And if you're on white and you move to red, that's when you'll get the white. If that's how that works, that's gonna be a mindfuck. Like that just makes him so much more weird, like, to manage now, because now that technically means red equals black, black equals white, white equals red. Now that's gonna be so, if that's how that works, that's gonna be so weird. But that actually could hurt him. Like, that unironically can hurt him, because think about that playing from the hunter point of view. You're gonna put a red debuff just for it to not do shit. You're like, oh my god, like, that's gonna mess with him so much. Actually, that actually might hurt him. Wow, it's actually pretty huge, I'm not gonna lie. Well, we have to see how it feels in game, because again, I could just be misreading. This. I am, contrary to popular belief, guys, I can make mistakes. You know, people think I like to act like I'm untouchable, you know, like I never make a mistake, when that's not true. But that's besides the point. So yeah, interested to see how this is gonna work, not gonna lie. Very interested. Oh, ho. Knight Sterling. Let's see. The maximum distance for chivalrous sympathy, which is his rescuing, the one that gives it like the shield, decreased from 8 meters to 7 meters. Okay. and the allowed height difference has been reduced from 1.2 meters to 0.84 meters. I mean, I guess most of the time you're not rescuing from height anyway, so sure, that's fine. Yeah. Duration of chivalrous sympathy action has been increased from 2/3 of a second to 8/10 of a second. Okay, so they're just making it, you know, easier to see. That's still faster than a rescue. That is still faster, so that's still gonna be hard to react, but that is still faster. Survivors rescued by chivalrous sympathy cannot engage in special scene interactions like roller coasters or trams during the period of the simpatico effect. What? So you just can't go on anything? What? Am I stupid? Or does this not, like, just encourage what I've been saying? Like, dude, you guys, go back to videos on videos, guys. Go back. Because I was saying for the longest time, you know how you deal with Knight's bullshit ass, like, you know, his rescue thing? You know how you deal with it? You stall it out. That's all you do. You stall out the 8 seconds and then get your down. That's all you do. The fact that now you can't hop on roller coasters or trams, to me, it seems kind of like a pointless nerf. Because if somebody hops on coaster with that shit on them, do they like, are they aware that a terror shock will still down them anyway? Like, are they aware of that? Like, they're not invincible on that shit. Like, if you get TS with the shield, you go down. Like, you don't just eat that for free. Like, you will go down. So it's like what? This, yo, bro, like that's actually kind of annoying me, because for the longest time I'm telling all these like, Knight's so broken because of chivalry. I'm telling them for the longest time, just wait it out. It's 8 seconds. Wait it out and then hit. You can stall out for 8 seconds and then get your hit in. That's all you gotta do. Like, that's literally it. And now they are literally encouraging that counterplay with this. Even though beforehand it's not like the only one I could understand is like tram, because that's tram. But even on tram, like, tram takes way longer than 8 seconds depending on where you are. So it's like by the time you get off the tram, you don't have the shield anymore. And if you get on the tram, the hunter will just meet you at the opposite end of the tram and then frame one hit you out. Like, regardless of where you're going. Like, Abra, Goat, Hullabaloo, Ivy, Geisha, like, all these hunters, they'll just meet you on the other side wherever you're gonna stop and then down you anyway. Like, that's such a pointless nerf. Like that feels like a nerf so the hunter mains can, like, see, oh, I can wait it out. No shit, Sherlock, you always could have. You were just too scared for whatever reason. Like, this is literally encouraging what I was saying, like, months ago. Just wait the shit out. Like, what? Am I crazy? I'm not crazy, right? Like, huh? Like, the chivalrous sympathy, like, taking an extra, like, 10th of a second to proc, like, whatever, sure. It was already fast as hell, give them that. And then the range being decreased from 8 meters to 7 meters. 7 meters is still a long fucking distance. So, like, that's fine. It's just the fact that, like, they're making it so now it functions like Tide Turner. So it's like, what's stopping them now from, again, like, just as per usual, just waiting this shit out. Like, just wait it out. And if they get ballsy, you TS them. They try to hop on coaster, you TS them. They try to hop on tram, you meet them on the other side of the tram. Or you just take the fucking tram with them. And then by then, the 8 seconds will definitely be out. Like, I don't know. That's such a pointless nerf to me. That feels like a nerf they just did so that way then the hunters can shut the fuck up and stop crying. I'm so serious. Like, that just feels like a nerf they did so that way then they can, like, put the pacifier in the baby's mouth. So that way then they can think that this nerf is doing something. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. That last part, that shit does nothing. That literally does nothing because the counterplay is still the same. Stall out 8 seconds. Just wait for 8 seconds to run out and then hit. Like, the counterplay's the same. That nerf literally does fucking nothing. Aside from just hurt the survivors, obviously. But it's not changing the hunter, like, gameplay or interaction of it in any way, shape, or form. It's not. So that just seems like a pointless fucking nerf. Like, that's just like, gut him in the fucking abdomen just because the hunters are crying. That's crazy to me. That's so bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. That's horseshit, bro. What? That's annoying. Had to drink water. I was very parched after that. And I think this is our last one here. Like I said, guys, this is gonna be a way shorter video. But Novelist, my goat Orpheus. So let's see. I already know about his buffs, but I'll just quickly run over them. Switch range of the metaphor increased from 11.1 to 13.5, which is really big. That's really big. When there are survivors within 12.6 meters of the hunter, the switch range of the metaphor increases. So from 6.8 to 9.8. So beforehand, when there was survivors in range of the hunter, you had to be like really up the ass of the hunter to use the metaphor. Now you can still be at a distance and use it, which is good. So now he doesn't get hurt as much by support. That's very nice. After performing a metaphor on the hunter, the duration of the 50% movement speed boost from resonance has been extended from 2 seconds to 2.5. That's good. That's very good, actually. And then the novelist decoding progress on the cipher machine from exceeds 50%. The speed reduction value is from 10%, now 5%. So now he only has a 5% debuff, which is, again, really good. Because that just means hit your yellows, kids, and this debuff won't matter. He practically decodes at positive now, at neutral. Hit your yellows, and that won't matter. But if you're like me and you have a skill issue when it comes to decoding, then this is going to be a very tough. This is still, you know, this is still helping you. As for how I feel about this, I think Novelist is definitely now way stronger. Obviously, I really like the buffs. I'm glad that he got buffed because he was kind of killed by Ivy's existence. Same with Goatman and Hullabaloo even to an extent. So I'm very happy that he got buffed, and hopefully this will give him an edge. Because keep in mind, the range for his metaphor is now almost like, you know, a Goatman 15-meter cage, like, so he can almost practically swap back and forth inside the cage from like the entire cage distance, which is good and bad. You know, good, bad because, you know, it obviously the Goatman can just go through on the other end when you swap. Good because he can keep his distance more from the hunter, which is, you know, very good. I do want to preface, though, it says the switch range, not the retention range. So, like, you know how he has to look back? They're not increasing the range of which he can see the hunter and build up his next book. It's just when you have the book, now you have a bigger window to use your swap. That I want to preface that, like, that's a very key detail to notice. It's not that, you know, overall, like, you know, the range is increased. It's just specifically the switch. When you can switch, then you have that increased range from 11 to 13.5. Not when you're still building up another one. All in all, the Goatman and the Hullabaloo nerfs, the Goatman nerfs I feel are definitely gonna hurt him a bit. Wait, was there more? No, there wasn't. Yeah, the Goatman nerfs are definitely gonna hurt him a bit. The Hullabaloo nerfs, I gotta see how it looks like in game, because if I'm reading this correctly, then this is like gonna be weird playing as him. But if I'm not, then it's just like, oh, okay, the debuffs just have a longer lag for it to start, or for you to receive the debuff. And the night nerfs, this is still like, this is actually the most pointless fucking thing ever. This just feels like it was intended to hurt the survivors with no actual like thought behind it. Like, this is single-handedly the dumbest piece of like, this is the dumbest sentence I think I've read for patch notes in a while, because this does literally nothing. It does nothing but give the hunter the illusion that something's changed, even though the counterplay is the same. Like, this does absolutely nothing. These are like, okay, like, this is fine. He's not going to be affected by it too much. This hurts him, and it's just there to hurt him. It's just there to fucking hurt him, even though there was already very easy counterplay. And then, of course, the Novelist buffs. I love all of this. I can't wait to see these buffs come in game. Like, I'm gonna have fun playing him. That being said, guys, that is... Yeah, where's the Jack buff? Yeah. With that being said, guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. Let me know how you guys feel about the buffs and nerfs for this upcoming test server patch. And, yeah, we will see you later. And I will catch you on the next video. Probably where I, see Kuroshiro's vid on how the buffs and nerfs look in game. So yeah.